Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to discuss the impact of Barbie World on Nicki Minaj's catalog and her whole streaming era right now. Okay, so I've put together a whole bunch of like screenshots of all her chart updates in terms of streaming and charting all over the world. So without further ado, let's kind of get into it. So if this is a little long, please bear with me. But as always, before we get into the video, make sure that you guys download the AMP app at AMP. It is now available on Android, so both Android and iOS users can be on AMP. And this is where we talk more like daily live podcast style. But every week we have what I call Barbology 201, which is my unique class where we discuss everything we talk about here on the channel, stats, accomplishments, female rap, but specifically geared to Nicki Minaj and her career, and how we can learn more about her through articles and interviews. So I hope to see you guys around AMP soon. And yeah, let's get into the video. Okay, so let's start with the easy stuff first. So we have another iTunes number one. iTunes in Fiji Barbie World has gone number one there, and it becomes the 28th number one around the world on iTunes. Amazing. Apple Music Sweden, it went number one there as well. So we have now went number one in 5 countries around the world. Now, in terms of the official chart updates, so you know how in the US we have the Hot 100, Billboard Hot 100, right? In all different countries, they have their own charting system. And so Barbie World has been charting on like a lot of countries, about like a good, I don't know, at this point, between 20 and 30 countries around the world. So we're going to get into most of them. And honestly, I'm not going to cover it all because I don't even know how to find it all. But on the Iceland singles chart, we are at number 11, moving up 18 spots to a new peak of 11. Barbie World has now been charting there for 2 weeks. So shout out to all of the Iceland Barbs, okay? In the Czech Republic, it is number 35, moving up, I believe, 8 spots. I don't know if that was correct. Oh no, that's a debut. So it moved up. Okay, it debuted on the Czech Republic singles chart. It also debuted on the Latvia singles chart at number 18. So we go in top 20, y'all, around the world. Hold on. I think I missed something. I guess I didn't. But Finland. In Finland, we are at number 38, debuting there. We debuted at number 29 on the Austria singles chart. And on the Singapore top streaming chart, we're at number 21 with a debut. I think this is the France, yeah, the France singles chart. We're at number 27, moving up 137 spots. Wow. So it's a new peak of 27. We're now been charting over there for 3 weeks. Shout out to all of the French barbs. Okay. Slovakia, we debuted at number 31. In Nigeria, we have reached a new peak of number 69. It's now been charting for 2 weeks over there. Shout out to all the African and Nigerian barbs. Now, on the Billboard Hot 100, which is the one we're all familiar with in the US, we moved up 19 spots back into the top 10 at number 8. Okay. And now we've now been charting for 5 weeks in the US with a peak at number 7, which happened in the first week of the song being out. Now, Barbie World by Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice rises to number 5 on this week's official UK singles chart. So shout out to the London Barbs, the UK Barbs. I see y'all moving and streaming over there. Barbie World becomes Nicki's another, it adds to her like top 5 hits on the UK singles chart. Other songs she had chart top 5 in the UK is Bang Bang, Starships, Woman Like Me, one of my favorites, Anaconda, Where Them Girls At, Side to Side, Boys, and Super Freaky Girl. Next, we have the Australia singles chart. We're at number 3 there. Wow, the top 3. We moved up 20 spots to a new peak of number 3. Barbie World has now been charting in Australia for 5 weeks. In Germany, debuting at number 36, and it's Nicki's first entry on the Germany chart since Super Freaky Girl, which peaked at number 33. Shout out to all the German barbs. On the Global 200 this week, we are at number 6 there. And Barbie World becomes number 2 on like Nicki's highest peaking songs on the Global 200 chart. Super Freaky Girl, Do We Have a Problem, as well as Princess Diana, also charted on the Billboard Global 200. Oh, and before we move any further, definitely make sure you guys check out more videos on my channel. Outside of numbers, these videos are numbers heavy, but we can get into more of Nicki's career, her relationship with Trinidad, as well as all her other songs and stuff like that. So if you guys want more commentary based videos, definitely let me know in the comments. Let me know any ideas that you have, but also check out my playlist that I've linked right here, and you'll get more videos there as well. Moving on, the United World Chart, we are at number 9 there with a re-entry. That's what RE means. We've now been charting there for 2 weeks, and it says largest points increase. The United World Chart ranks are based on global streaming, paid downloads, and airplay. Okay, so now we have a couple more. So actually this just came in as I was getting ready to record this. In Billboard South Africa, we have peaked. We've re-entered the chart and peaked at number 8, top 10 once again. And now been charting for 2 weeks. In Canada, moving up 17 spots to a new peak of number 7, once again in the top 10 for the 5th week. Now, Billboard has another chart called Global, but excluding the US. So I guess in all countries around the world, out except for the US, we are charting at number 12. Okay, so Barbie World moving up 58 spots. That may be the greatest gainer to a new peak of number 12. It's now been charting for 5 weeks. Barbie World is now Nicki Minaj's highest peaking song on the chart, surpassing Super Freaky Girl, which peaked at number 16. So now we can get into more of streaming accolades. So I would say the last week of July, which saw the highest streams for Barbie World on all platforms. So it became Nicki Minaj's first top 5 hit on the global Spotify chart this decade. So as you can see, it entered the Spotify chart at number 4, okay, with 5 million streams around the world. And this is, guys, this is really what prompted me to do this video, because in all of my time watching Nicki Minaj, I don't think I've ever seen a song by her get over 5 million streams in one day. Like, this is crazy. This is why I had to do this video, because she has officially entered the streaming era. Okay, Nicki Minaj is streaming so high, and we're gonna get into even more impressive numbers at the as we go through the video. But in the US, we peaked at number 1. We were the number 1 song in the United States last week with 1.7 million streams. So I'm super happy about that. And Barbie World becomes Nicki's first top 5 hit on the global Spotify chart this decade, and her first since Thusa. Okay, so Fifi, Thusa, Bang Bang, Hey Mama, Mama, Swallow, all not Swallow, Swalla, all charted on Spotify's global chart. Barbie World earns its highest streaming day ever on Spotify with 5.5 million streams. That is so crazy, okay? And it now holds the biggest single day streams for a female rap song in 2023. Now, let's really make that clear. Highest streaming day ever for a female rap song in 2023. And this really right here just echoes that sentiment, because even when it was at 3.8 million streams, it was already the best it was already the best streaming female rap song for the year. So shout out to Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice for the great work. Barbie World also soared to number 1 on Spotify's Today's Top Hits playlist. Today's Top Hits on Spotify, if you don't know, it's the most popular playlist on the platform with over 34 million likes. And this is probably what prompted us to go number 1 in the country. Okay. So other songs that Nicki had on the Spotify top Today's Top Hits playlist was Super Freaky Girl, Say So Remix, Red Ruby the Sleaze, Do We Have a Problem, as well as Princess Diana. Now on Apple Music, I know we talk a lot about Spotify, but we did see a lot of growth on Apple Music as well. It reached a new peak on Apple Music at number 2 in the US, and also number 2 on global Apple Music daily. So in the entire world, Barbie World was the number 2 song that is being streamed around the world. And also Apple Music added it to their today's version of the Today's Top Hits playlist, which is called Today's Hits. Okay. Um, and it's now the highest peaking female rap song on Spotify as well. So sorry, not Spotify, on Apple Music. So yes, it is the highest peaking female rap song on Spotify, and it's also the highest peaking female rap song on Apple Music this year in 2023. And of course, Barbie World really surpassed 100 million streams on Spotify. I think it's definitely on the list of one of Nicki Minaj's fastest songs to reach 100 million streams on Spotify. And on the 36th day, we saw the biggest day, which is the day that it went number one on in the US, and I think number four on worldwide on global Spotify. So we had 5.5 million streams in one day. That is so crazy. Right now, as I record this on August 2nd, 2023, it has a total of 114.2 million streams. So, yeah, so let's see this. Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice's Barbie World breaks the record for biggest streaming reach for a rap song in 2023 on Spotify. Listen, they didn't say female rap, they said rap. For a rap song in 2023 on Spotify with over 30 million streams, over 30 million streams in 1 week, becoming the only hip hop song to receive 30 million streams in a single week this year. So here are some other great accomplishments of Barbie World. It's the best-selling Barbie song in the US, highest peaking Barbie song on global Spotify, highest peaking Barbie song on US Spotify, as we already talked about, and the highest peaking Barbie song on the Hot 100 period, as well as the highest peaking Barbie song on the Billboard Global 200. So both in the US and around the world, it's the best performing song on the Barbie movie soundtrack. So shout out to everybody who's really been supporting and streaming Barbie World. And so, because of all of the success of Barbie World, Nicki Minaj earned her biggest streaming day on Spotify this year with over 19 million streams across all credits. Over 19 million streams in one day. Okay. So, shout out to all of the Spotify barbs. But before I go any further, I always want to shout out the Apple Music barbs. So, if you stream on Apple Music, please comment AM in the comment so I can see y'all. Okay. And also, if you need a playlist for Pandora, Apple Music, as well as Spotify and YouTube, do let me know in the comments as well, and I'll reply with one for you. But Spotify playlist will be linked in the description as well. Okay, if you guys want me to start linking Apple Music playlists, then make sure you guys comment in the chat so I can see that there's Apple Music people here. Moving on, Nicki Minaj earned her biggest streaming month of the decade, not of the year, of the decade on Spotify in July 2023 with over 494 million streams. Okay, so here are her most streamed songs on Spotify in July of 2023. Barbie World had 90.3 million. Endless Fashion, 23.1 million. Princess Diana, 23 million. Interesting. Starships, 20.6 million. Beauty and a Beat, 19 million. Super Freaky Girl, 14.8 million. Super Bass, 13.6 million. Tusa, 12.9 million. Bang Bang, 12.5 million. And Side to Side with 11.1 million. Do you guys see your favorite songs on that list? I think my favorite right now is Endless Fashion. And I would Side to Side. That's what I would say. Okay, so Barbie World is now Nicki's most streamed release of 2023. So out of all like the what nine at this point, 9, 10 songs she released in 2023, it's the number one most streamed release. Okay, and it's now the third most streamed female rap song in 2023 on Spotify, surpassing Princess Diana. So essentially, Nicki and Ice Spice are breaking their own record. Okay, a lot of records. So definitely, guys, continue streaming it because we should get to that number one spot. We should get to the number one spot of the number one most streamed female rap song of 2023. So make sure y'all keep streaming like all Nicki releases, like for real, for real. I literally put the playlist on repeat that I'm gonna link in the chat. It's not in the chat in the description. It's going to say Nicki Minaj 2023 and the fire emoji. Put that playlist on every day. Okay, let's go next. Okay, so Nikki, we saw during this week, we saw Nikki surpass 60 million and then 61 million monthly listeners on Spotify. I'm super proud. This is one of my most favorite updates because I have been wanting to see Nikki at 60 million for 2 years now, and we are finally here. Nicki Minaj has finally broken the glass ceiling on her own catalog and really blasted into the streaming era. And it's all thanks to all of the Barbs around the world, everybody who's streaming Barbie World and all of her other songs. Like, thank you guys so much for helping Nicki reach this milestone. I'm super proud of her. The album is not even here yet. Can you imagine what's going to happen when when Drake drops this album with Nicki featured on it, as well as when Nicki drops Pink Friday 2. So make sure that you guys keep streaming because I would love to see her get to 65 million and definitely 70 million when that album comes. Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice's Barbie World becomes the fastest female rap music video of 2023 to reach 50 million views on YouTube, surpassing their own Princess Diana. So once again, Barbie World, Nicki and Ice are breaking their own records from Princess Diana to Barbie World. You know, Barbie World has now outstreamed Princess Diana on honestly all platforms, but specifically Spotify as well as YouTube. So now we're in our little YouTube section right here. So let's see what else we got. Now, Nicki Minaj is the female rapper with the most YouTube views in July 2023 with 170 million. So, of course, you can see this list right here. It says rappers with the most YouTube views in July 2023. Eminem, Drake, and Nicki Minaj. That's the top three. Okay, so Nicki is the third female rap sorry she's the third rapper overall with the most views on YouTube in July, but she is the number one. She's the first female rapper listed there. Okay, so it makes her the female rapper with the most YouTube views in July of 2023. If you also need the YouTube playlist, I stream the YouTube playlist every day, and here we are on YouTube right now because you're listening to this video. Make sure y'all stay on that YouTube playlist because let's get Nicki to 200 million. Like, let's get her to 200 million views on not yeah views on YouTube. Now, once again, make sure that you guys stay on my YouTube channel and check out any videos that you guys haven't seen yet, especially on this playlist. This is where all of my videos about Nicki are going to live. And so if you're here, you know, you probably like love Nicki Minaj. So make sure you guys save this playlist. If you save it to your personal YouTube library, you'll automatically get updated when I upload a new video there. That's why I put it all in one playlist for you. Now, before I go though, I did want to say, yeah, let's come back right here where it says over 494 million. So in 1 month, I want this number to get to 500 million because 500 million is half a billion. And we need to rake in these billions like ASAP, ASAP, ASAP. Okay. So everybody just keep streaming no matter what, keep streaming. But thank you guys so much for listening to this video. And I hope that you enjoyed it and you learned something. For more chart analysis, please like the video and subscribe. Let me know if this is easy for you guys to understand. And once again, feel free to join me for our weekly Barbology class sessions on AMP, which is the same app that Nicki Minaj does Queen Radio on. And let me know if you guys have any questions about that as well. But please, please like the video. It helps me in the algorithm, and it also helps everyone to find more positive Nicki Minaj content, which is what we need more of in today's world. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.